Okay, so yesterday I did 3 videos of our verse-by-verse Bible study through 1 Peter, and it was chapter 4. First one was verse 1 through 5, verses 1 through 5. The second one was 6 to 11, and then the last one was 12 all the way to 22. So yesterday, 3 hours speaking, I got tired and I'm starting to lose my voice. And I want to get caught up and get ahead for a couple of weeks because we like to go see some family soon in South Florida while we can travel. I'm convinced they're going to do a second wave and not let people leave their homes again, do another lockdown. So the time to travel would be this summer. Then round about October, that's when people's immune systems get bad. When you eat a lot of sugar, when it gets cold, your immune system suffers. Well, October, people eat a lot of sugar, Halloween, and it starts getting cold. So I think if you're going to do something and visit family and travel, now's the time. And so we might do that. I'd like to see my mom in Oklahoma too, possibly, but we'll see how it goes. But right now, we're going to walk out and have a fun day. Since we worked so hard yesterday, I was going to do some more today, but I want to do my videos where my voice is not all gone. So today we're going fishing and kayaking and a little bit of everything. So here we go. I hope we have a good day. There they are. Look. Here, give it to Daddy, quick. Is it on?
Yes.
All right. The dolphins are out. The dolphins are out. Let's see if you can see them. What a blessing to come out and see dolphins real close. Walk slowly so we don't scare them away. There's one right there. It just came up. There's the dolphin. He's somewhere right out there. He's chasing fish. Oh, you see him? Jumping. Oh, he might come this way. Look for his fin to come up. Where are you, Mr. Dolphin? There he was. How cool to see dolphins up close. That's so much fun. Usually they travel together, so there shouldn't be just one. There should be possibly 2. There he goes. Yeah. How cool is that? Do you like seeing the dolphins, Elise?
Yes.
Oh, I have to zoom back out. He's out there somewhere. There he comes up. Goodbye, Mr. Dolphin. So, how fun to see dolphins out here. Such a beautiful sight. There he goes. Wow, that one looked weird, like he had some weird color on the back. There were 2 at least. And there they go. Such a nice, beautiful, glassy day. Looking across to Pensacola, Florida, across the way. All right, this is one of my favorite things to do. Hope I don't fall. Here it goes. Whoa, yeah! Is that awesome? Or look how fast I'm going. Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I saw a whole bunch of fish and I threw on them. And I said, get the camera, Emma, and let's see how many we got. Oh, man. Oh, it's heavy. How many is that? How many fish did we get, baby? 4 or 5?
6.
Remember when the Bible talks about being fishers of men and how that Andrew and Peter were fishermen? They were always mending their nets. The other day I had to come out here and mend my net. It had a couple holes in it. Kind of neat to be able to identify with the early apostles. It's kind of fun to catch fish. Oh man, they messed my net up though. Today I don't think we'll eat them. So what do you think? Should I let them go?
Yeah.
I don't really feel like cleaning them. So just recreation fishing today. Now in the Bible, at the end of John, They didn't catch any fish, and Jesus shows up and says, well, throw on the other side of the boat. And the Bible says they caught 153 fish. Now there's a lot of interesting things to do with that. Some people say that has to do with mathematics somehow. Others say that that has to do with how many nations there'll be in the last days, 153. And I forget the last count how many nations there are in the United Nations, but I know it's close to that. Last I checked, I thought. Something for further study to look at and see. Now, these are mullet. In Spanish, en español, se llama liso. They're called liso in Spanish, which means slick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, 6 fish. It would have been nice to have 7, huh? 7's the number of perfection. But look at all the scales that come off of them. And these look like silver mullet or striped mullet. I can't remember. I always confuse them. There you go. Ouch, he stuck me. Bye, guys. It's so fun to do this, and we're having some friends have a Bible study on Thursday nights. And last Thursday we took about, what did we catch? 10 of them? Something like that. And it was 13 the first night. We took them over there and we all ate, and they ate some mullet with us. It was a lot of fun. The next day my friend came over and we caught how many? 20?
23.
And we ate those. 23. We threw 3 back, right? So what fun it is to be able to go fishing, and especially after you've worked hard all week. And boy, what a blessing. But now I got to mend my net. See, it's not working right. Okay. See if I can catch some more later. It changes so quickly out here. So nice and so glassy earlier. Then the wind picks up, the sun is beating down, and it's so windy. I really like it when it's glassy. But I threw the little bait net, and I got a little lizard fish, and they're kind of ugly. You could probably see why it's called a lizard fish. It looks like a lizard, and it's got teeth like a lizard too. That'll make some good bait, and I could throw out a line, see what I can catch. So, what fun. Okay, let me see if I can show you why this is called a lizard fish. If I can get his mouth open, you'll see. Doesn't he look like a lizard? Oh, where is he? Where are you, camera? Oh, those little teeth are getting me. But he looks like a lizard with his little teeth like that. So that's called a lizard fish. Get him in focus there. And he's got teeth like a little lizard. Okay. Gonna use him for bait. Okay, I got 2 more. Caught 2 more mullet. And boy, aren't they pretty. Boy, that's a big one. That's gotta be one of the bigger ones that I've ever caught. That is a big fish. Look at that. Here's my foot next to him. I wear about a size 11. And that shows you how big that fish is. Get out of the sun there. Now, I'm gonna throw him back. I could eat him. Wouldn't mind eating him. He's a good looking fish right there. But here's an interesting thing about a mullet. A mullet has a gizzard. You know how chickens have gizzards? Well, mullet has a gizzard. And there's a famous old story in Pensacola about, I can't remember the story, how it goes exactly, and I can't remember if it was late 1800s or if it was early 1900s. But some guy got put in jail for fishing or something, and he had a good lawyer, and there was some law against, I don't know, catching mullet or too many or something. But he was in jail for some sort of infraction when it came to fishing. And so he asked for a mullet to be brought into court, and he filleted the mullet right in front of everybody, in front of the jury, and he pulled out the gizzard. And he said, now, fish don't have gizzards, do they? And everybody on the jury said, no, fish don't have gizzards. So he goes, there's a gizzard, so this isn't a fish, is it? And the jury goes, well, I guess it's not a fish if it has a gizzard. So the guy was such a good lawyer, he got the other guy off by pulling a gizzard out of this fish. So it's kind of interesting. They're bottom feeders. So if you're in Florida, they're good because the bottom in Florida is nice and clean. But if you go to Texas, farther you go to Texas, Louisiana, the water is so filthy, so dirty from all the oil industry that a lot of times people over there call them trash fish and say you don't eat a mullet. Mullet's really gross, really disgusting, really bad. And so a lot of people don't eat mullet. But here in Florida, where the bottom is clean, mullet are so good. And if you clean them and it's fresh, oh, they're good. And I did a video. I've got a bone to pick with you, a fish bone, I think it was called. And I catch some mullet and clean them and we eat them. But it's fun. I've been out here my whole life, fishing all along here since I was 2. Grew up here in this house. And this is home. And this is who I am and where I come from. And the old saying is we have salt water in our veins, just like my little girls. Girls, say hi. Hello. Do you have salt water in your veins like Daddy? Yes. Yeah. Are you fish?
No, we're mermaids.
Okay. Been swimming for about 30-40 minutes. And I have prune hands. That's right, prune hands. What fun it is to swim a long time and then your fingers turn to prunes. What fun. Well, it looks like I might have something on the pole here. And Emma's gonna come and help me here. And let's see what we caught. I think it's probably a catfish or a stingray. I guess we're about to find out. Okay, honey, are you ready? Get ready, I'm gonna pull this thing in and let's see what we got. Which one do you think? Catfish or stingray?
Stingray.
Okay, this is from the bait from the little lizard fish. Here we go. Rule number 1, never run on a pier. You can hit a nail and really rip yourself up bad. Okay, here goes nothing. I feel something. Well, what is it? It's a catfish, I thought so. Check this out. The catfish here, we call them, well, my dad always called it a wind sail catfish because that looks like a sail sticking up. Listen to the noise. Can you hear them? Now that's a sticker, and that's a sticker, and that's a sticker. At one time he punched me right in there and that swelled up so bad. He has some poison in him. And you can eat these, but they're not the best. We've always called them trash fish because they're not that good. Look at those whiskers. And I think, like sharks, catfish pee through their skin. So if you're gonna eat that, you clean it immediately. And then soak it in milk. A lot of people soak it in buttermilk. I don't like buttermilk, so I soak it in milk and that takes away the fishy flavor. But that's a little tiny, and boy, he could really stick you right there with these two. That's just a tiny little wind sail catfish. Oh, I hate those things. Okay, well, we've been out here most of the day. We got prune hands, and the sun is what knocks me out. That hot, hot sun. So we've been out here probably 2 hours, so it's time to head in. Thanks for coming out with us. We caught a little bit of everything and we had fun. So time to go in and get some rest. Bye-bye.